Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. My name is William Allen. I'm joined on my show, IDORA Caldwell Creative.
Hi, hello everybody.
And I'm honored to have you on my show. I appreciate you coming on with me.
Thank you.
And I know you do a lot of things in the community. And one of the things I really... okay. What's
First of all,
okay, go ahead.
First of all, you just said that I'm your first guest on the show.
You're my first guest on the show.
I'm popping your guest cherry.
Yeah.
You should have told me that because you know I had that joke ready and waiting. Look at the way you said. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, now back to your regular schedule programming.
All right.
Go ahead.
So, back to what I was saying. Thank you for joining me on the show. This is Super Bowl weekend, as everybody knows. Big weekend. Kansas City Chiefs going against San Francisco 49ers. Got a lot going on with that game. But mainly we're talking about, at first, just the first thing we're going to talk about is the halftime show, which is Jennifer Lopez and Shakira during the halftime show.
Shakira.
It's been a lot of halftime shows, though, with Beyonce. Remember Beyonce's halftime show where she got down?
Epic.
That was tight.
Epic.
I remember that. That was a good halftime show. I think Prince...
Hashtag Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. Okay. All right. You remember Prince when he had one?
Yeah.
Back in the day, Prince had
Infamous.
Okay.
Epic. Hashtag epic.
Yep. He had one. There's a lot of good halftime shows you could talk about, but I just want to know, are you excited about Jennifer Lopez and Shakira doing this halftime show? And if you are excited about it, like, why are you excited about this halftime show with them? I just want to know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, are you cool with them too? As if, let me know. Holla at your boy.
Okay, so, well, I have mixed feelings about the halftime show.
Oh, okay.
All
right.
First of all, I really love Jennifer Lopez. Let me just start out with that before anybody's trying to come for my throat. I really like Jennifer Lopez.
Okay.
However, I don't know. I mean, okay, so on this hand, I feel like this is a really great leap towards for Hispanics, Latinas,
right?
Because this is for them to put Jennifer Lopez, who is more. We actually having a conversation about this last night, actually, me and some of my sorors, and for Jennifer Lopez to be a mainstream Latina artist, Hispanic artist, however you want to say that, and then to pair her with Shakira, who is just as known, but she hasn't, I guess, maybe gotten to the height of success as Jennifer Lopez, but she is more of a traditional Latina artist. So to compare them together, I think, for minorities, Latinas, and things of that nature, I feel like this is a win for them. Okay. So I get and understand why the Super Bowl from a marketing standpoint, because I always look at everything from a marketing and PR sales, because that's what I do for a living. So from a marketing standpoint, it's genius to pair them up together. From a musical standpoint, because music is music is actually my first love in life.
I know you can sing.
Yeah. So from a musical standpoint, I really feel like Jennifer Lopez has the hits because, once again, she's mainstream. She's got a lot of different hits across a lot of different genres. I feel like if she brings in the right accompaniment, it could be a really good show, because Jennifer Lopez got some bangers. She's got some hits. And, we were talking about this yesterday, who you think she's going to bring in. A lot of people were saying probably Pitbull, probably DJ Khaled. Okay, yeah, but what, as far as like black artists, maybe Ja Rule. It would be awesome if she could bring in P. Diddy. I mean, like, if she really mixed it up, doing her main hits, a lot of her best collabos. I think that would be a kick-ass be a kick-ass Super Bowl show. So
Okay.
we're gonna see. We're gonna see what she pulls out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with that. I can feel that.
Yeah.
I feel everything you just said. I feel you. Now on the P Diddy thing, I don't really know. I mean, P Diddy, yeah, he can. He's not really much of a performer, like, you know.
He started out as a dancer. Are you kidding? He started out as a traditional trained dancer. He used to be a background dancer. That's how he got his start in show business, and then he evolved into being a producer and a manager. And yeah, I mean that's how he got his start.
Well, I don't want to, you know. That's what's up. That's what's up, P Diddy. Okay.
Well, I just thought about P Diddy because, like, from the rap side of it, like, she's done a lot of. Ja Rule was the first one, you know, and I thought about that song what she did, baby. I can think about you. That I can't think. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. But she's done a lot of hip hop collabos. So she's done a lot of, you know, hip hop collabos, R&B collabos. I don't know about R&B, but she's done a lot of hip hop collabos. So in that aspect, she actually brings in those rap artists where she has some really hit bangers besides Pitbull and DJ Khaled. I said, it could be a kick-ass show.
Okay.
And then Shakira, once again, Shakira is that traditional, kind of like that new girl that's coming up, Rosaria. Please don't hurt me because I don't remember her name. But I saw her recently on the Grammys, and I saw her last year on the Grammys. So she's one of those traditional Hispanic artists, Latina artists that really brings in that main core, the core of the culture. So I mean, we're gonna see how they mix this up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I actually think it's gonna be a good show, to be real with you.
Yeah. I only watched the Super Bowl for the halftime show. Holla if you feel me.
It's okay. It's okay.
My TV's on mute until the halftime, and then I'm all in, and then after the halftime, I cut my TV off.
And it makes sense to me because I understand a lot of guys, I mean, the fellas know we want to see the game, want to see the hits, we want to see who's going to win the game. We want to know, like, who's going to lead because it's going to be a good game because you got Patrick Mahomes, you know, going against Garoppolo, 49ers, and we don't know what's going to happen. My sister is KC.
Really?
All the way, but I'm hot because I'm from Tennessee. I feel like all Tennessee. You from Tennessee? Represent them Titans.
Who's?
All right, you got the Kansas City Chiefs going against the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
So, you know, Garoppolo.
So I'm going to be for San Francisco only because I got family in California. Whoop, whoop. I don't even know what I'm doing. But anyway, what's the West Coast? West Coast?
Well, West Coast. Well, that's what we got going on right here.
But I did that right.
It is
so not gangster. That's okay.
It is what it is. That's what's going on. So anyway, let's go ahead and change topics right now, man. We want to move on to everything that's going on in the city of Dallas. I could talk about the city of Nashville first because I love my Tennessee Titans. But first, I'm going to talk about the city of Dallas and
where you live.
What's going on here in Dallas. That's the truth. Yes, I live here in McKinney, Texas. But so we want to talk about Elizabeth Frizzell because I feel like that she is making an impact in the city.
Yes.
And I want IDORA to talk about what's going on with Miss Frizzell.
Okay. It's Judge Frizzell.
Judge Frizzell.
Yeah, former Judge Frizzell. So anyway, here's her picture. Let me see. Oh, this camera. Let me see here. Okay. So here is Elizabeth Davis Frizzell. She is running for Texas Court of Criminal Appeals, place 3. A lot of people, her claim to fame, well, she's been a judge at every level from lower to higher. And that's kind of what she says, take me to the highest court. So she kind of gotten her claim to fame a couple of years ago when she ran for district attorney of Dallas County. Okay. That was a trying race. Reason why I know is because I was her campaign manager on that race, and I'm her campaign manager now for this race. But she started a year later. Okay, when she ran for district attorney, she started a year later campaigning than her opponent, Judge Crusoe. And she lost by 589 votes. Like, let that sink in. 589 votes. Now, we're not going to get into the logistics of those 589 votes, but she lost by 589 votes. So that was a huge, in one sense, it was a defeat, but it was a huge win because notoriety wise, I mean, Judge Frizzell had a lot of, she had a great following behind her. She had Top, the Real Justice Pack, Sean King. I don't know if you know who these people
Oh
are.
yeah, I know Sean King. Yes,
So
for sure.
yeah, so she had a huge following, and I really feel like she was a part of that legion that, you know, now criminal justice reform is this huge hot topic, but really it started with Judge Frizzell. She was one of those champions of that movement, really talking about real true criminal justice reform with, you know, bail bond reform and DNA testing and you know, disparative sentencing and things of that nature. I mean, like, she was one of those real first line champions of that. And I think she, you know, that was her claim to fame when she ran for district attorney. Now 2 years later, there is a seat, was not really a seat open, but she's running against, right now we're in the primary, so she does have some Democratic primary components, which, you know, voting, early voting starts February 18th here in Dallas. It is very, very important that you go to vote. Early voting, and then of course election day is March 3rd. It's very, very important that you go and vote because we are in the primaries, and whoever wins the primaries, you need to get at least 51% of the primary votes. She has two other Democratic opponents that she's running against. And they're, you know, older white men, just gonna put it out there. And she is an African American woman who, as we know, when it comes to criminal justice and just in the wave of the country, I mean, women are really making a footprint. We're really, you know, putting a stamp on, hey, it's time for us to, you know, get it popping. I mean, women have traditionally been known to get things done. You know what I mean? Whereas the men are normally fighting, fussing, and it's all about the ego and whatever. Women get shit done. Am I allowed to curse on this program?
Yes, you are.
Oh, okay, good.
It's my show.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I ain't know. It's just like, you know, I ain't know. But yes, women get shit done. I'm going to say it again. So she's running for Texas Court of Appeals, place 3. And so we really need you to get out and vote. Now, what is this position? So you have two Supreme Courts of Texas. Okay. Which, you know, I had to learn this history, and even though I love politics, history was not my strong point. But there is the Supreme Court for civil cases.
Okay.
And then there's a Supreme Court for criminal cases.
Okay.
She is running for the Supreme Court for on the criminal side.
The highest seat.
The highest seat. There's different places. She's running for place 3.
Okay.
In that seat now is a Republican incumbent. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There are 0 Democrats at the Supreme Court level here in Texas. 0.
Okay.
Like not one, not two.
Which is a big deal.
That's a huge deal.
Okay.
Why is there no Democratic representation at the highest court in the state of Texas?
Okay. That makes sense.
Is the question that, first of all, we need to be asking ourselves. Why is the Supreme Court not fair and balanced? Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. So Judge Frizzell is fighting to change that along with other judges. There is another judge that's running for, there's another African-American lady from Dallas who is running for the civil court.
Okay.
So a lot of people are getting them confused. That's Stacey Williams. A lot of people are thinking that they're running for the same position. They are not. Stacey Williams is on the civil side. Judge Frizzell is on the criminal side. Okay. So there's a big difference. Okay. Mm-hmm. Big difference. Okay. And so once again, you need to vote her through the primaries. Okay. That's number 1. And once she gets past the primaries, that is when she will actually face and oppose the actual sitting Republican incumbent. Okay. We want to uproot him, which, you know, that's happening around the country. Democrats are uprooting a lot of these Republicans who have been in these places and have not been really representing the people that that they're supposed to be serving.
Yeah.
So it's time for change.
Okay.
It's time for change.
That makes sense. And
Yeah.
from what I've heard, I've actually seen her on Facebook. Is where I actually saw her.
Mm-hmm.
And what she talked about actually inspired me on what she wanted to
do
in the reform system. And because I've seen a lot of cases go in front of the jury, and a lot of people, I'm just gonna say people,
mm-hmm.
have been convicted of
mm-hmm.
crimes and sentenced longer than they should have been sentenced
mm-hmm.
to.
Disparative sentencing is one of her really big platforms for running for CCA.
Okay.
I call it CCA 3 in short, Criminal Court of Appeals Place 3. So yeah, disparative sentencing is a huge thing. I mean, we all know that it happens. We all know that, you know, if you're black or brown, it is probably about 99.99% that your sentence is not going to be proportionate if you were a white male or a white female. It just is what it is.
And I'm just gonna say this: I feel like that from me personally, just looking in on how the things go down in the court system, I feel like that it should be equal among everybody who gets sentenced.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it shouldn't be, okay, this guy's this, he should get sentenced this, and this guy's that, he should get sentenced that. I feel like it should be equal across the board. So that's I appreciate you talking about that in particular, because I wanted to know everything that's going on with FRIZELL, Judge FRIZELL, and actually,
so
what's going on?
Here we go. So now, I would encourage everyone, before we wrap up this little section, I would encourage everyone, here's her information. I would encourage everyone, there you go. I would encourage everyone to go to her website. It's FRIZELL, 4judge.com. And follow her on social media. It's FRIZELL, 4TX Judge. And matter of fact, I just uploaded a new campaign video. It premiered today at 10:08 because she's also a member of our sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Skiwi my sorors. So yes, if you are a member of the Divine Nine or of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, you need to make sure that you vote for Judge FRIZELL. This is a statewide race. Is everybody listening? Statewide. So everyone in the state of Texas can vote for her, whether you're in Midland, Houston, Texarkana, East Texas. Name some cities. I don't know. Look at San Antonio, Austin, Terrell. No matter where you are in the state of Texas, if you believe in criminal justice reform, if you believe in change, you need to vote for this woman. For real. And last but not least, if she wins, now let me not say if. When she wins, she will be the first female and the first African American person to hold a seat on the civil courts at the highest level, at the Supreme Court. So not only will you be making change, but you will be helping to make history.
This is a big deal.
Yeah, it's a huge deal.
This is big.
Huge deal.
This is a big deal. Mm-hmm. I listened to her, and she sent me something on Facebook about contributions, and I'm going to make a contribution.
Yes.
And we should all make a contribution, I feel like, to her campaign. It's real talk.
Yes.
It's real.
Every dollar is a step towards change, and that's a double pun. Mm-hmm. Your change is a step towards change. Seriously. Whether it be $5, $10, $25, whatever you can give, literally, because she is having to cover the state. And a lot of the ways that we are doing that is doing Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising, which costs money, because there's no way that she could cover the whole state by March 3rd. It just is not possible. But it is possible for you to donate so that you can help us, reach more people, each one reach one. So we appreciate if you, go to her website, sign up on her email list, and donate. Even if it's just $5, donate towards our campaign, because once again, if you are black and brown, it's going to come a day where you are going to be thankful that you have someone like Judge FRIZELL at the highest court. I promise you. It's unequivocal. Yeah.
Yeah. And we want to make sure that everyone understands that Brazil is doing great things. I mean, honestly, I went and because of your page, actually went and I saw her.
Oh.
That's where I actually saw her from
Really?
your page, and then I
Good.
saw, and then I actually went in, and then I looked, and then I did my research, and I saw
Mm-hmm.
what she was doing, and then I was actually excited about what she was
Mm-hmm.
doing because I actually want to see a change in like the system that's going on with how you sentence
Mm-hmm.
people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I feel like it's unfair of how the sentencing goes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you sentence on some people for some years, some. There was a case here. What was the shooting here like recently with the apartment shooting?
Botham Jean?
Botham Jean. That is it. Jean John. What?
Yeah, Botham John,
Okay,
Botham
John.
Jean. Yeah, Botham John.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
It
I know
was
what you're
kind
talking
of.
about. Yeah.
I was kind of upset because I felt like that she had preferential treatment
Mm-hmm.
about the whole case or whatnot. And then she was able to get out, and I felt like that her sentencing was
But she got 10 years.
she got 10, but this is for shooting someone. You
Mm-hmm.
killed somebody
In their own
in their own
apartment while
apartment.
they were eating ice cream, minding their own damn
I
business.
mean, you're minding your own business. It doesn't matter what's going on. If you come in my spot and you kill me,
Mm-hmm.
and you only get 10 years, I feel like that the justice system has let me down, and I feel like that you should get either life or you should get like 40 plus.
If she was black,
I mean,
she'd probably get life.
you know, people that get drug sentences get like 40, 50 years,
Right.
but somebody kill somebody, you can get up on like 5 or 10. Like, nah, I don't think that's how it should go down. Period. That's real talk. So, but I'll tell you what, it's a lot of things that hurt us in the country, and everybody knows about. This is a transition to the death of Kobe Bryant, and and I tell you what, it hurt me. It hurt everyone across the country. I was shocked to hear it. Somebody actually was on Facebook, and I read their message of what they said, and I couldn't believe it when I first saw it. So, let me ask you, Idora, when you first saw that Kobe Bryant was actually dead, the accident that happened and everything that happened, how did you feel when you first heard of the incident? Right.
Well, first of all, this was what, last Sunday, right? Last Sunday.
Last Sunday.
So Sundays, are my day of me. Sunday is a me day, and because what I do for a living, I'm always on social media. I do social media marketing. So Sunday is one of those days where I just put the phone down. So I haven't been on social media all day. I think I picked up my phone around 7:30, 8 o'clock. And I think I was on Instagram and I was just seeing all these pictures of Kobe. And I was like, what the hell? Then I went to Facebook and then somebody actually had in their post RIP Kobe. I'm like, what? So then I went to Google. I was like, RIP Kobe. Why are they playing? Like, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, is this a new challenge or something? Like, what? So then I went to Google and, just typed in RIP Kobe and whoa, I was like, what? What? Like, Kobe was 41.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 43.
I'm 43.
Yeah. So
don't know, I'm 43.
Yeah, you old. I don't even know what he's saying my age, but you old. Anyway, say so. Anyway, you're welcome. Anyway, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like WTF? Seriously. And so I was like, Kobe's dead. First, then how? Why? What happened? So then I started reading more and heard about the plane crash, and then that his daughter died in the same plane crash, and all those other people that died, and everything that happened. And I was just like, what? WTF?
Mm-hmm.
WTH? Like, I was like in shock. So I was sitting on my couch, like, and so then I made a post about it, and then my friends were like, "You late? You really?" I was like, "Well, I haven't been on social media all day. Sorry. This is my day off."
But real talk though.
Sorry,
but real talk. I mean, most people, you think about it, like most people sit in their house on a Sunday, and then you just get on there. Like me, for instance, I was just using the bathroom. I just happened to just click on it. And
Wow.
I just happened to find out, like, somebody was like, R.I.P. Kobe. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, R.I.P. Kobe. I was like, what? I clicked on, I kept clicking and clicking, and somebody was talking about he died. I was like, nah, this can't be for real. I was like, is Kobe really dead? Like, is he dead? And he was, I mean, lo and
And it's
behold.
so crazy. Like, I will say this, when I was 34, I don't know if you remember, but when I was 34, I almost died. And tomorrow is not promised to you. It is not. It is not promised to you. And so for someone's life to be taken at such a young age, he was a young father. He was a basketball legend. He was, implemental in the community. It just, I feel like above anything, if you are not loving and appreciating the people that are in your life right now, then you need to take stock. You need to take an evaluation of what your life is like, because tomorrow is not promised to you.
You're exactly right. Because Kobe Bryant's death, it made me want to actually call my mom. It made me want to call my dad. It made me want to text my family and say, hey, I love you. What are you guys doing? You guys okay? Everything good? That's what made me want to realize that life is not promised till tomorrow. You never know what's going to happen with you, your family, anybody else. It actually had me out there like, man, are you serious? Like, this guy's gone? I mean, I was devastated. I think the Lakers did a tribute when they played the Clippers or whatever team. I think it was Portland they played the other night, and they did a tribute. LeBron James came out and said a lot of words. I don't know if you saw it or whatnot.
No.
But yeah.
No, I didn't.
But anyway, LeBron came out. He said a lot of words, and they had like a tribute in Staples Center and whatnot. And man, it was great. I actually watched it. So, but much love to the LA fan base, Kobe and his family. I just hate that TMZ was the one that broke it to his wife, and it makes you question, like,
what? Really?
Yeah, it makes you question, like, journalism. Like, what is journalism about? Like, why do you have to, like, send that to his wife, like, to let her? She was the first one to find out through TMZ. I mean, it's kind of messed up.
Well, I mean, but that's the point of journalism, is to break breaking news.
That's true.
That's their job.
That's true. But it also makes you think of, why can't a family member just call and pick up the phone like, hey?
But the family members didn't know. What do you mean? If TMZ first caught wind of the story, I mean, that's a huge leap for them. They're supposed to. I mean, is it necessarily appropriate? No, but I mean, it's breaking news, and it's not only just about Kobe Bryant. It's about, there were a whole lot of other people on that flight that weren't celebrities that died as well.
That's true.
So I feel like if there was another type of major car, if there was another plane crash and no celebrities were on that plane crash, I mean, they would break the news the same way, because Kobe was on the flight. Shouldn't make it any different. Shouldn't make it any.
And let me just mention,
I mean, it makes it more notable.
There's also 9 other people that were also on that helicopter that died as well. I just want to mention that I'm not sure exactly what happened. From what I've heard is that there was a lot of clouds, a lot of fog.
Yeah, it was a lot of fog.
So they cleared one mountain, and they got to the next, and they realized they needed to get over the next one. They couldn't really make it, is what I've heard. But it just hurts me that, from me just being, it would hurt me if, like, I just heard something on the news, like I'm watching TV, and then I see, like, my husband is dead or my wife is dead from TV. That's my viewpoint on that. But it is what it is, and the whole country mourned. I think the whole world mourned, like, over his death. I mean, this, Kobe was the GOAT. I mean, he was the guy.
He was one of the goats.
Yeah,
he was one of the goats, not the goat.
But he was
one of the goats. I mean, you can't forget about Michael Jordan and LeBron and some, Michael, Magic Johnson. I mean, there's some other goats, but
speaking in terms of just the Lakers in general, of in history and time, he was, for the Laker franchise.
You don't think Shaq was more of a GOAT than Kobe? Yeah, I'm going there. I mean, because I feel like without Shaq, there would be no Kobe.
See,
passing up the torch. Like, let's get it together. I mean, you.
now let's be clear about this conversation because this conversation is about to make a dramatic, significant turn. Because I'm gonna say this: as far as discipline goes, players
Mm-hmm.
and how they're disciplined,
Mm-hmm.
Kobe is a far more disciplined player than Shaquille O'Neal. Now,
Okay.
I don't want to get it wrong. I don't want to get twisted. Shaquille O'Neal was the most dominant center,
Right.
top five to play.
I mean, we're just speaking stats and notoriety. So I'm just saying,
But
like,
I'm just saying,
but each player has their own way. Each player has their own way to get to their result. So we can't compare technique. I compare results. I compare stats. So I mean, if we we're going to talk about the GOAT, I feel like once again that without Shaquille O'Neal, there would be no Kobe. Do you feel like Kobe surpassed Shaq in his notoriety?
yes,
Okay.
I do feel like that because Kobe actually proved that he can win a championship without Shaq. And I hated to even go there, but I feel like that Shaq actually came back. I just want to talk about this.
Okay.
Shaq came back, and he said that he wishes that things didn't happen the way they did. I just want to say that. And he admitted if they'd have stayed together, yes, they would have won more. But Kobe also admitted that he was not into the routine as far as like getting ready for the season, getting ready to go. And that's the reason why that he felt that way about him. And they split because of that reason. He wasn't disciplined.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I mean, he actually said that. I mean, but you're right. You can say two things. Was Kobe greater without Shaq, or was Shaq greater without Kobe? Because did Shaq not go on with 1 year in Miami and win it with Dwayne Wade, but never won another? But Kobe went on to win two more. So it's a
Yeah, but you're also no one player is greater than the team. Also, no, I mean, there's no one person can win a championship by themselves. So you also have to look at the other variables. So who else was on those teams that also contributed to those championships? Because
exactly right.
Kobe can't play a whole damn game by himself. Shaq can't play a whole game by himself. Michael Jordan can't play a whole game. Now they could be huge contributors to the points at the end, but you need all those players. You need everybody on their game in order to win a championship. So
you're right.
I don't feel like that's a fair argument.
You're right. Because if you go back to like you talking about Michael Jordan, you talking
Right.
about who he had to have on his team to
Correct.
actually win a championship.
Correct.
He had Scottie Pippen.
Correct.
He had
Larry
who
Bird.
He had Kurt.
No,
what?
not Larry Bird.
Hold
Shut
up.
Shut up. I've been drinking. Okay, never mind. Keep going. Leave me alone.
I'm just saying.
Leave me alone. Okay, wait.
But
You know what I'm
let
talking
me just say this though. Michael Jordan had a lot of key players to help him out. So the truth of the matter is, every key team that wins the championship, you got to have another player to win it.
Right.
You had one or two or three. That's like Boston Celtics. They had three.
Right.
It is what it is. So that's what it is. So, but anyway, let's talk about what you doing.
Me?
IDORA Caldwell, like what's up, man? We're about to get into it. We're about to wrap it up, but I want you to know about IDORA Caldwell and Caldwell Creative. What's going on with you? What you got going?
Well, here's my business, Caldwell Creative. We are a branding and marketing company. So basically, if you are a small and medium-sized business and you want to brand your business or you want to rebrand your business, we love rebrands. Or if you just really want to take your business to the next level, we do have continued marketing services. Those are the ones that we really, really love. Those are our clients that we manage all of their marketing, graphic design, and website needs. So that's pretty much what we do. I mean, everything from logo design to website design to social media marketing, email marketing, event planning, printing, strategic marketing strategies, et cetera, et cetera. We really are a one-stop shop for small and medium-sized businesses. So, yeah.
That's what's up.
That's what we do. That's what I do. That's what we do.
That's what's up. I'm glad to have you on the show. I appreciate
Me
you
too.
coming on.
I'm so excited.
I appreciate you coming on with me. Super Bowl weekend. One last thing I gotta say. So I know you don't know anything about these teams, Kansas City Chiefs and San Francisco 49ers, but if you were to just take a pick, like I'm gonna take a pick from who I think is gonna win, and you take a pick who you think is gonna win.
You go first.
Okay,
all right. Who are you rooting for?
So I'm going with the San Francisco 49ers because I feel like the defense is undeniable, and I feel like they can slow down Patrick Mahomes. And I feel like they have an offense that can actually do what they need to do, and they can run the ball.
Okay.
That's real talk.
Now, who's the other team?
Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh. So, well, I already said at the beginning of the show I was rooting for San Francisco because I got family in California. Actually, in San Francisco Bay Area, so West Side. So I'm voting for San Francisco only because it's San Francisco, but I have no clue about either one of these teams. Football is not my sport. Basketball is my sport. If you couldn't just tell a couple minutes ago, yeah, I check out. I take a nap when it comes to football. I'm so sorry, I can't help you with that. So,
okay, well that's what's up. Well, I appreciate you coming on. Thank you for doing this show with me, and share it with anyone that's on the Facebook stream, YouTube Live, or especially Elizabeth FRIZELL. I want her to.
I will definitely post this on her page. Yes, I will.
Okay.
Because I do her social media marketing, so yes, I will make sure to share this as soon as it goes live.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, IDORA.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me, Will.
Absolutely. And you all enjoy the Super Bowl. I don't know what you guys are going to be having for the Super Bowl. Most people have chips, salsa, and wings. What are you having for the Super Bowl? Like what are you eating for the Super Bowl? You know?
I don't even know where I'm going to go tomorrow, if anywhere. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I know where I'm going to go first. ccmd1.com. Call us great. That's one thing I care about.
All right. That's what's up. Hey, this is the show. Thank you for joining us live. And we're going to get out Super Bowl weekend. Hope you guys enjoy the weekend. We'll talk to you soon. All right.